Yo guys, sorry, you already know that today we are back playing some more Danganronpa V3. My voice is dying, so we are starting the investigation, but this video is not about me. It is about trying to find clues that will point to Ryoma's murder, because Ryoma was sadly taken from us too soon. And yeah, we're gonna learn how, I guess. We're not really gonna learn who yet, but we are going to hopefully get some clues so I can start making some guesses as to who could have done it and how. So yeah. Chapter 2, second investigation. Let's start collecting some stuff. Shuichi, you got a sec? What's wrong? Before we start the investigation, there's something I gotta tell you. You're my sidekick from now on. No. I'm the main character. You can be my sidekick, and that's only if I decide it, which I did not decide.
Huh?
Sidekick? I'm more of a scientist kind of guy, so I'm not really cut out for investigations. But that's a good quality to have for an investigation.
Listen up.
Plus, the only stage fit for Kaito Momoto, Luminary of the Stars, is the universe itself. So I'll leave the details to you. Pave the path to my success. Kaito's just been... I don't know if he's always just, like, weird, or if he's just, like, acting stranger now. I don't know what to do as a sidekick.
Don't worry about it.
What about, I make all the tough calls. You just gotta do what I say. He wants to make decisions on his own, doesn't he? So...
Leave it to me.
I'll take full responsibility. Since you're my sidekick, there's nothing to worry about. Full responsibility for the murder? Huh? Okay.
Got it.
Alright, let's get started. First, we gotta check the Monokuma file.
Okay.
Yeah, right. You realize that I'm, like, the ultimate detective, right? Like, granted, I don't have, like, a long list of experience of, like, detectiving, but, like, I should kind of be leading this investigation. But, oh, yeah, okay, whatever. You do you, Kaito. Kaito make me a sidekick like this. Could it be... I'm scared. I try or not to be both scared. Can't stop thinking about the pain sadness that comes if I reveal the truth. But I'm afraid of. Trying to help me? Hey, what's the matter? Let's check the Monokuma file already.
Okay.
Alright. Kaito's behest, I looked over the Monokuma file. Alright, what do we got? The victim is Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro. The body was discovered in the gym. The cause of death was drowning. His body was consumed by piranhas until only bones remained. Okay, so he drowned to death. Also looks like there are handcuffs around his hands. Interesting. I don't see any other, like, weights, so I'm not entirely sure how he drowned. We'll get there, I guess. No other injuries can be confirmed at this time. Okay. It's like the piranhas didn't, like, kill him, basically. There's less written here than before. I've got a bad feeling about this. The time of death isn't written here. That is a good point.
Remember.
Previous Monokuma file indicated Rantaro's time of death, correct? Yes. The victim is Rantaro Mamami. Doesn't say who his ultimate talent is. Discovered in the library. 9:10 p.m. Subject to blunt force trauma, resulting in fractures and yada yada yada. The Monokuma file this time doesn't indicate a time of death. Monokuma mess up? No, this was intentional. Monokuma told us that he wouldn't give us any information that would reveal the culprit, so the time would reveal the culprit. That in itself could be a clue.
But
Thinking about it that way, it implies that the information would be damning evidence for the culprit. So that means the key to this case is the time of death.
well done.
Ah, there you go. I picked a good psychic. There's one more thing in the Monokuma file that catches my eye. Ryoma's cause of death. It says drowning, but if that's the case, we might be able to unravel the case from there. Okay. See, that was the thing that caught my eye, so... yeah, I guess it wouldn't really be... Like, who are we putting to death if piranhas are the reason that that Ryoma's dead? Are we setting off a bunch of piranhas to get executed by Monokuma? I don't think that was going to fly for this game. But, okay. Alright, now we're done with the Monokuma file. We can get started on the investigation. First command of my new psychic is investigate everywhere and find clues that will lead us to the culprit. I was already going to do that anyway. I don't need you to order me around. Pretty commanding, as I expected. I feel like as time goes on, I also am like, I like Kaito less. There's so many characters that it's just like, the more that I'm around them, the more I'm just like, oh, I don't want you around. It's like, Kaito is getting really annoying, Tenko is just getting like worse and worse, Gonta is like getting worse and worse. And with my luck, I feel like they're all going to survive, and I'm going to just be surrounded by people that are not my favorite. What are you doing like way up there? Let's go near the water tank. What can we find? It's a large water tank from the escape trick. The glass is broken. It's in bad shape.
Come on, man.
guys really need to break the glass. Everything's soaked now.
But
Well, if we had left Ryoma's body in there, we wouldn't have been able to investigate. I mean, how much can we even investigate now anyway?
that's right.
This would have taken way too long to just empty the whole thing with a bucket. Yeah.
Okay.
It was a lot of cleanup, but at least we can investigate the tank now. Might be a clue around here. I should take a closer look. Yeah, you're right. Because we broke the glass, there isn't much of anything left in the tank. But I should investigate the area thoroughly. There's bound to be something. Like the handcuffs that were around Ryoma's wrists. Handcuffs? Why are there handcuffs here? Still locked, and there are small scratches on them. Okay. Cuffs appear to be stainless steel, so not too hard to scratch. They must have been scraping against something hard or sharp. Those handcuffs, were they in the tank? Never seen handcuffs in the warehouse. Where'd they come from? That's true. There weren't any in the warehouse, so where did they come from? They weren't in the warehouse. Another place that might have handcuffs is... Could it be he's a prisoner? Ryoma's lab wasn't just for the Ultimate Tennis Pro, but also for the Ultimate Prisoner. Is this... Have we heard about this before? I don't know that I've heard about this before. We even checked it out, and I don't remember that being brought up. Does he have, like, multiple personalities that those are his two ultimate things? Maybe not even multiple personalities, just, like, he was a tennis pro, then went to prison, and he gets both ultimate titles for some reason. Interesting. I don't know, Shuichi just says it so matter-of-factly. I don't remember that being brought up so matter-of-factly before. So perhaps some element of that was in his lab as well. So it is possible. Alright, so we got scratched handcuffs. Glass, I don't know if this is going to really help. Fragments of broken glass, water tank have been piled up. There's so many tiny pieces. Gauntlet Tango certainly didn't hold back when they threw Kibo at the glass. Okay, glass panel. There's a square pane of glass at the bottom of the water tank. Doesn't look like a broken piece. The other fragments are far more random than this. Nearly impossible for the broken water tank to produce such a perfect square of glass. What exactly is this pane? Alright, so it's going to mean something, but I wonder what. Oh, that could be the trick of the escaping, like, underwater thingy. Like, you know, Himiko dives in, is able to, like, go through that, and then that's how she's able to escape. Could just be that. A bucket. The bucket full of piranhas. Gunter said that he picked up all the piranhas and put them here. Can't believe Gonto would do that with his bare hands. Yeah, you wait, yes I can. I think that Ryoma is inside their stomachs. I don't even feel like eating them. Why would you even consider eating them in the first place? Only the strong can survive in this world that Atu has created.
Amen.
The least we can do is pray for Ryoma's soul that he may enter Atua's kingdom.
Come on, Nick.
You really go there looking like this.
But
We're on a show where a miraculous mystery. Maybe Atua was behind those videos too. What? What are you talking about? I noticed it right as the show started.
what a
I think
surprise.
there are more piranhas today than yesterday when we were preparing.
No.
More piranhas, interesting. Where did you even get piranhas from in the first place? What, do they multiply overnight? There's no way they could reproduce that fast.
But
But compared to yesterday, the piranhas looked super crammed into that tank. They looked more crammed together.
dear.
The water was too murky, so I couldn't tell how many more piranhas there were.
Oh my.
But anyway, super crammed.
What a surprise.
Super crammed. Jeez, we get it. More piranhas than yesterday. There might be something to that. I cannot imagine what, but I'm sure it'll make sense when the proper context is given. I'll keep that in the back burner of my mind. Yeah, Ryoma's body. Yeah, a body. Ryoma's body is nothing more than a skeleton now, and not even a shadow of what he was. The heck is this? Is this really Ryoma? I didn't see the moment it happened, so I can't believe it. Yeah, but there was like 12 of us that did see, so I don't know. Maybe take our word for it.
Okay.
I'm certain of it.
Remember.
Everyone watching the show witnessed it. We saw Ryoma become nothing but bones.
Damn.
Can't believe he died in such a gruesome way.
Well.
The water filled with blood so fast we didn't see the whole thing, thankfully. But this skeleton is unmistakably Ryoma's.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know he wanted to die, but he didn't have to actually go and do it.
No.
No, I don't think that's right, Kaito. Ryoma wasn't trying to die. He said as much. He was jealous of us who wanted to live. What do you mean he was jealous? Positive that Ryoma wanted to join us. That's why he needed a reason to live. So that he could have the same feelings we do, so that he could have the reason to keep going. Right alongside us. And he was a real idiot. Who cares if you don't have a reason to live? Can't your reason for living be something simple like good food or your friends?
Damn.
Damn it, that idiot. I don't know, maybe he didn't feel like he had those right now. His belongings. Anything of note? Ryuma's belongings are all gathered together. His clothes, his monopad, the key to his room. Said if we use this key, we can investigate Ryuma's room. What's in his room to investigate?
Remember.
The moto video. We should find out whose video Ryuma had. You think Ryuma was killed because of that video?
No.
Can't say for certain, but we should check just in case. I am interested to see if the moto videos come into play, because it seems like a pretty stupid thing to introduce if it's not going to play any part at all. Not to say that the moto video is going to be like the end-all be-all behind what happened, but if it doesn't play a little part, I'd be surprised. So I'm interested to see how much of a role it plays and what it did for this case. Although he might have had my video. If that were the case, I might be a suspect. Well, no point thinking about that now. Alright, that's all I wanted to see around the water tank. We can look at the stage. I should investigate the stage. I'm sure there's a clue there. Okay. Well, we got the timer. This is the timer that was counting down the escape trick. I didn't realize it was also a timer to reveal Ryuma's body. Yes. Piranha tank. When I stood on stage and looked up, the piranha tank was directly overhead. It was set up so that the bottom would open when the timer had reached 0. The bottom is open now and the tank is empty. Doesn't look as though it has a lid. I can see the ceiling straight through. And only the front side is glass. The other sides are made of wood. Interesting. So the piranha tank had no lid and only the front was made of glass? That's weird.
Hey, so...
Yeah, that tank, oh, that tank was from Himiko's research lab. Kaito, you helped carry supplies for the show, right?
Got it.
Yeah, me, Kiwo, Himiko, and Angie. It was a lot of work. But I just helped carry it. I wonder how they hung it from there.
You know...
It was a heavy tank full of water and piranhas. It couldn't have been easy to lift. Yeah, that is strange.
That is.
Seems this is where the lighting batten for the gym is attached. Kurumi.
It seems as if.
The control panel on the side of the stage allows you to raise and lower the batten. You say lower the batten, attach the piranha tank to it, and then raise it again. I never knew lighting battens were sturdy enough to lift a tank like that.
That is correct.
Since it was built to lift heavy objects, it's probably quite sturdy. Okay. Piranha tank. Sure. What else is there to investigate? A ladder. There's a ladder here. I wonder if it was used to set up the show. Okay, nothing there. Light panel. What is this?
That is.
It's the control panel for the stage lights. It allows you to raise and lower the batten. I see. Okay, so they're not that important. Curtain. Okay. There's a curtain covering it, but I believe there's a window on the other side.
What's the matter?
Better, you want to check that window out?
Okay.
Yeah, but that's too high up to reach, huh? Yeah, it's pretty high, even higher than the piranha tank. Higher than the piranha tank.
Yeah.
That's right, there was a ladder next to the stage. I'll go get it. Had to quickly head off the stage. He returned carrying the ladder that was set up beside the stage over his shoulder.
Hey, so...
No, shouldn't the sidekick be the one bringing the ladder?
Thank you.
Yeah, I suppose so. Thank you. That's why you're the sidekick. After setting up the ladder on top of the stage, I climbed up the rungs.
You can just barely reach the window with this. And if you open the curtain... Oh, the window is open.
If the window's open, does that mean the culprit used it?
Culprit may have gone in and out through this window.
So what's on the other side of the window?
I can't see much. But I think it's the pool.
Yeah, I do remember, I think the pool being connected to the gym, or at least like a window of it being connected.
A pool, huh? I heard we had one here somewhere.
Alright, so maybe the pool does come into play a little bit here. I kind of thought after they, you know, were going into so much detail about the different stuff that the pool has, I'm surprised that the murder didn't really have more to do with the pool. I say, despite maybe everything actually does have to do with the pool. I don't know, we'll see.
Alright, let's check it out later. The culprit probably went through there.
Oh, wait. What is this?
What's up?
Nothing. It just looks like marks on the window frame.
What kind of marks? The window frame has distinct abrasions, perhaps scratched by something? Might be related to the case. I should remember it. I don't know. Did the handcuffs scratch against it somehow? Mark the window frame. Okay. Oh, this is just one of those where I'm just getting a bunch of clues and I'll just put them together later because I really don't know. Climb down the ladder to the stage.
Hey,
Done investigating the window, then I'll go put the ladder back. Yeah, that'll be great. Thank you, Kato. Isn't the sidekick be doing this? Yeah, the sidekick is doing this. He complained, but he still put the ladder back for me. I've investigated everything I wanted to on the stage. We all done here, then let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Alright. I mean, am I good to just go? Okay, there's still things to investigate here. Let's see. So we don't need anything on the stage. We might just need to talk to some people. Yeah, I think let's just start talking to people. Angie, do you have anything more to say? Sorry, we need to ask Angie about the stage. I wanted to ask you some questions about the stage. Yep, I was in charge of all the art. I even built and painted the stage.
Then
Do you know anything about Himiko's trick? How it worked, perhaps?
No.
No, I don't know the trick. Himiko only said it was magic. I see, I suppose she didn't tell Andrew the secret either. By the way, you asked other people to help you with preparations, right?
Yep.
Yep, we started with the prep work yesterday. Lots of people helped out. Like when we were moving the heavy tank and the stairs from Himiko's research lab.
yeah.
Me and Kibo helped with that. Tank had a pulley, but because it was so huge, it was still a lot of work.
Right.
I asked Kurumi to sew the curtains, because I hate sewing.
Thanks.
But basically, it's all thanks to Atua that the show is a success. Well, it's because of all of us. Is it really a success? Yeah, that's a fair question. And by the way, were the piranhas your idea?
Because
On its own, the Underwater Escape Act is no different from a normal magic show.
so divine.
I thought it would make the show more exciting and divine if we used piranhas.
Atua has
That's what Atua told me. So Atua gives you that kind of advice too, does he?
um
And about the piranha tank and the timer, those were from Himiko's lab, correct?
Of course.
Yep. According to the piranha's tank's manual, it's synced up with the timer. When the timer goes off, the bottom of the piranha tank will open automatically. Okay. I see, that means most of the equipment came from Himiko's lab.
Then.
Right when we finished the prep work and we were about to take a break, Gunta captured us, so we couldn't rehearse at all.
Jeez.
When Gunta let us go, it was already nighttime, so we couldn't go back to the gym.
You know,
Oh yeah, you can't enter the gym at nighttime. Oh, that's a good point. Okay, so the murder could not have occurred overnight. Well, oh wait, you can't enter the gym, but you could maybe enter the pool. No, the pool might have had hours as well, didn't it? Was one of the rules? I might have to look at the pool rules again. I'm sure we're gonna go there to investigate, but I don't know if you can go to the pool at night or not.
Yeah.
So we decided to come to the gym today before the morning announcement. Okay. So wait a minute. When does the gym open? If like the nighttime hours are after 10 o'clock and then you don't know it's morning until the morning announcement, at what point are you able to come to the gym before the morning announcement? That doesn't seem like it fits right. Oh, and I were waiting for the gym to open. Oh, okay. That answers all my questions. I was so relieved the set was intact. No one could have stuck into the gym before those two got there. Okay, yeah. That's the most important part. Disregard my question. What's up, Shuichi? Are you worried because of this confusing incident?
But
Don't worry, it'll be fine. What?
Atua has
Tua spoken. You have nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about.
No.
Nothing can escape Atua's sight, not even the culprit. Yeah, Atua is truly a divine force to be reckoned with. And she started to sound more and more creepy. Honestly, she sounds the same that she always has. I don't know. She doesn't really sound any different to me. Okay. I guess we'll see if Himiko has anything to say. Yeah, my magic was supposed to make everyone smile. Don't worry, everyone is smiling. No, they're not. Tanko, don't be stupid. I don't think any of us can smile right now. Himiko, if it's alright, are you ready to talk about your underwater escape trick? We need to understand how your trick works if we're going to solve this mystery.
What are you saying?
There's no trick to my underwater escape act. It was magic.
come on, man.
Still saying that? Do you understand the situation we're in?
Stop it.
No matter how much you guys thread me, my answer won't change. It was magic. But
I'll protect you.
okay, your time's up. The Q&A session is now over. Unless you want to feel the full volcanic wrath of my Neo Aikido.
Jeez.
And this guard is more strict with than the security at idol events. Okay. I don't know. Kaito, do you have anything to say?
All right.
First command to my new sidekick is investigate everywhere, find clue. All right. Is there? There are still things to investigate here. I'm just gonna have to talk to everybody and just see. Let him go. Made this game more difficult. Now won't be nearly as bored. Time to work hard to solve this mystery. You already called her. Here I come. I don't know that anyone here is going to have answers for me. Gonta could have saved him. No, Gonta should have saved him.
What happened?
Gonta, what's wrong? When piranhas attacked Ryoma, if Gonta had dived into tank, then Gonta could have helped Ryoma, but Gonta got scared, too scared to do anything. I think Ryoma was already dead. Sorry, Gonta, really sorry.
Come on, man.
It shouldn't apologize so easily. Even if you had jumped in, they would have just eaten you too.
That's true.
I don't know. Would they have eaten Gonta, or would have Gonta just beat them all up? If what I read in the Monokuma file, you couldn't have eaten them anyway, Gonta. Oh, really? Does it say that in Monokuma file? Come on, I think you can read, right?
You know,
Haven't you read the Monokuma file yet?
Gonta.
No, Gonta not really understand it. Gonta's not smart enough to be help.
Dumbass.
What are you talking about? If you got time to apologize, you got time to read the file. Think you can't help, then work till you can. That's what you can do.
You're right.
That's right, Gonta. You're a huge help. There's some information that only you know, after all. Information only Gonta know?
Remember.
During the show, you went up on the stage. That was about 20 seconds before the piranhas dropped, right? Oh, is there anything that you saw specifically? Yeah, because Gonta worried about Himiko.
Could it be?
Did you see inside the tank? Did you see Himiko or Ryoma?
No.
No, Gonta see no one in tank. Gonta kind of surprised. Ah, you can't do that. We're still in the middle of the show. If Gonta do nothing, Himiko would get eaten by piranhas. Huh? And it was already empty. When the piranhas were dropped, the curtains open. Ryoma was in the tank, right? Yeah, that right. Then when did Ryoma get in there? You didn't see that it happened? Gonta don't know. Everyone see Ryoma in the tank when piranhas drop in after that. Oh yeah, maybe it's not as simple. I've been kind of operating under the assumption that Ryoma was in like the tank of piranhas above, but if that's the case, he probably would have been seen, right? That's what I've been operating under. I was like, oh, he probably was in that piranha tank. And then when it dropped, he just dropped with all the piranhas. But as I say that, that actually makes literally no sense. Because then the piranhas would have eaten Ryoma already, and they wouldn't have waited. So I'm actually more confused now.
Sorry.
My coach should have watched Tank better.
Dumbass.
They said a man shouldn't apologize so easily. For whatever asinine reason Kaito has. Yeah, you're right.
You know,
This is a problem. Now I'm even more stumped. Even if Himiko disappearing was part of the Underwater Escape Act, how did Ryoma get into the tank? Was that part of Himiko's trick? I'm positive that mystery will be an important point of this case. Oh gosh. I have no idea what's going to happen now. I'm just going to keep talking to people until the game says I've done everything here. Himiko doesn't tell us how the trick works. We won't know how Ryoma was killed, right? With the way she is, how do we convince her?
Could it be?
What if Ryoma was a former apprentice of Himiko's master and vowed revenge on him? And he murdered a lookalike of himself in order to sabotage the show.
Yeah.
Or something like that. It's done before, probably. Sure. For all I know, that could actually be a reference to something. I don't know. Hey, Flemwad, there's something I need you to tell me. Not a very polite way to ask someone for something.
You know.
Got nothing to do with the incident, but I heard got to capture you guys last night. What was that all that about? I was running around, so I got no clue what happened.
got it.
Oh yeah, tell me too. I was also running, so I still don't know what went on. How did Miu escape from Gonta? She's not strong enough to fight him.
Why you?
I'm trying to be slimy shit. I suppose you could say that Gonta was tricked into kidnapping us. The first ones to get captured were Kibo, Kyo, Smugi, Tenko, and I. Himiko and Anju were brought in later. From the gym, right?
Okay.
Exactly. Kokichi left the room after around 9 p.m. So they must have been brought in about 5 minutes before that.
If I remember correctly.
They're all forced to participate in Gonta's insect meet and greet. You're freed about an hour into nighttime around 11 p.m.
I see.
So from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m., everyone there had an alibi. And then those people without an alibi are me, Kurumi, Maki, and Ryoma. I see you've learned what an alibi is thanks to the previous incident. But what the fuck is this insect meet and greet bullshit? That's a great question, and honestly, you don't want to know the answer.
Why?
By the way, Miu, how are you able to get away from Gonta? Well, I had to use my secret woman weapon, and let's just leave it at that.
Huh?
Secret woman weapon?
Wait.
Hey, what's a secret woman weapon? Do you want to know? Trying to laugh it off.
Come on, man.
Shuichi, let's just leave her be. Listen to her, we'll just tire you out.
Right.
You're probably right, Praz is better to get Truth out of her at the class trial. Alright, insect meet and greet is a truth bullet, very interesting. Who have we not talked to? Oh, there are many unknown variables. The first thing we need to make clear is, when was Ryoma murdered? Well, in the middle of the show, obviously. The culprit knew how Himiko's trick worked and took advantage of it to kill Ryoma. In other words, everyone watching the show isn't suspicious. I don't know about that. I think you didn't attend the show either, did you?
Well, that's...
No, but I'm still not suspicious. I forgot a promise while I was just eating breakfast.
Of course.
You got it? I'm not suspicious. Yeah. You don't understand how that explanation is supposed to convince me. Kyo does have a point. Okay, Kyo, you have anything?
However,
Never would have imagined such a cruel murder happening at such a fun show. Why did the culprit commit such a barbaric act? Did they wish to see us panic?
no.
I don't think that was the sole motivation. There was some other reason for it. That reason must be related to Himiko's magic show somehow.
I see.
That means the culprit knew of Himiko's trick and made use of it, yes? That's true. Did Himiko tell someone? Someone who thinks the trick is actual magic?
Well then.
Since the show was used, we must investigate the trick as well. He murmured almost to himself, then walked to the back of the stage. Is there anything to investigate backstage? Let's follow him. We should investigate the entire area anyway. I'll queue backstage. Okay. Oh. There's some stuff here. We got some rope. It's a pretty long rope. What was this used for? I estimate it's roughly 65 feet in length. How would you know that?
Huh?
You tell just by looking at it?
But of course.
I'm well versed in ropes. I once visited a village where their use was commonplace. When it's time for me to leave, the woman of the village begged for me to stay. I find that deeply disturbing, but I have to focus on this investigation. Anyway, what is this rope? Could it be related to this case? It wasn't added as a truth bullet, so maybe not. See, large water tank. Nothing strange about it from behind other than the large size normal tank. All sides of the tank seem to be made of a special type of glass. I see no hidden doors. Very mysterious. How I wonder did Himiko escape from the tank?
That's right.
Well, I figured it out that easily. It wouldn't be a magic trick.
However,
I believe that if we figure out the route Himiko took, we'll discover how Ryoma got in there. That is true. There's a high probability that they use the same route. To reveal how Ryoma got into the tank, I need to reveal how Himiko managed to get out of it. Interesting. Puddle. Oh, there's a puddle behind the staircase. I wonder, is there any sort of compartment under the staircase between that you can get to, between the case and the stairs? I don't know. This isn't a puddle from when we broke the tank. The floor around is completely dry. Perhaps someone who is wet was here doing something?
that's true.
Changing wet clothes? Perhaps?
But
How would you get from the water tank to the space behind the
could
staircase?
it be?
Maybe a vital clue for understanding the underwater escape trick. It's very possible. Okay, is there a stage staircase? Staircase goes up to the top of the stage. Studying it closely, I can see that some places on the side are wet. Might have something to do with the puddles next to it. Interesting. I've investigated just about everything to do with the stage, but I still don't know how the trick was performed.
Hey, so...
How long you investigate here? We still gotta find the culprit, you know? Come on, let's go.
Kaito.
Oh, wait, Kaito. I believe we've investigated everything we need to for now. Oh, investigation's over now. So who's the culprit? No, there's other locations outside of the gym. You know that, right?
No.
Can't say for certain yet. There are other places I need to investigate.
Come on.
What, you still don't know? I never thought detective work would be such work. Yeah, and that's why I'm the detective. What else we gotta investigate? I don't know, the pool? Ryoma's room? Ryoma's research lab? I don't know.
That's
First, the pool next to the gym. They're connected by the window above the stage, so that needs to be looked at.
true.
After that, I want to go to Ryoma's room and to find out which moto video he had. Then I want to investigate the ultimate tennis pose lab. I'm the ultimate detective as well, because I was able to tell you that before Shuichi could. So I'm honestly just as good as Shuichi, even though he might have a better idea as to what's happening to me. The water trick is probably going to trip me up, and it's going to be something that's either so simple or so complicated, and my brain is going to have such a hard time putting it together. I'm already calling that right now. The do set the handcuffs were found in the water tank. I probably came from there. Is that everything? Last of all, the ultimate magician's lab. I want to know more about Himiko's trick. If we go there, I'm sure there'll be some kind of clue. So we still got a lot to do then, huh? Good luck, Shuichi. After all, it's going to be you doing all the heavy lifting here.
You're right.
Alright.
Don't screw around.
What do you mean, right? Are you saying I'm useless? Is there a right way to respond to that? Okay, alright, well, we have finished the first part of the investigation, and on the next time we will go investigate those areas and hopefully finish up the investigation, and then we will have all the clues and we can go from there. Because as of right now, I really don't know who could have done this or why or how. Because, again, for some reason I was thinking that Ryoma was just, like, up here chilling with the piranhas, but that clearly makes no sense, I think. So, we need to know how Ryoma got in here and how he was able to get in here when I'm assuming this murder is not actually connected to Himiko or Angie. So, if that's the case, I really want to know how this happened. But, we will see. So, we'll finish up the investigation next time. Hopefully, y'all have enjoyed. If so, let me know. And I'll see you the next time. So, till then, peace out.